Hey YouTube, uh, Wrath 2501 here. Yeah, I'm still not showing my face. I'm still not doing that great, but thanks to a little bit of, I don't know, I think divine intervention, I'm doing a bit better. The There's still a hole in my heart where my mom used to be, but it seems after recent event that hole is actually no longer bleeding. It still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much anymore. And it's not due to a passage of time because the hurt did not lessen at all over the passage of time. I'm just sharing a little thing with everyone. Okay, so I'm willing to admit this that since I lost my mom every night, I lost my mom very early in the morning, and I tried to get some sleep because I hadn't slept all night. So I basically just bawled and cried myself to sleep, just bawling. That was Thursday morning. I then proceeded to do the same thing on Thursday night and Friday night. I just cried myself to sleep every night, just literally just practically screaming and crying so much. It hurts so much because when I'm trying to go to sleep, I can't help but think about her. But on Saturday, it was a bit different because um I I just tried so hard, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed to God for a miracle that I knew would be nothing to him but would mean the universe to me. I prayed to God that when I woke up that it wouldn't be Sunday, that it would instead be Wednesday again. And even if that meant I could not save my mother's life, I could at least tell her goodbye. I could hug her. I could say I loved her, tell her I was sorry for all the things I screwed up on my life. I begged God for that opportunity, even if it meant I couldn't save her. So, once again, cried myself to sleep, and yet I experienced something very strange. It was a dream, but not a dream. It was far too real to be a dream. I woke up in my bed at my parents' house. I have a room at their house. It's actually the studio. It's actually my bedroom studio where I do my recordings. I have another bed in their other house where I'm basically the superintendent and I watch over the tenants there. Anyway, I look, I hear noise, and I thought, well, my sister and her kids have shown up for church because we were going to go to church. So they must have arrived early. I got to get up. I got to get ready for church. So I get up and I actually go down the hall from my room, and my parents' room is at the end of the hall, and I see my mom in the bedroom, and I I could I was my whole heart just like skipped a beat, and I was just like transfixed. I mean, everything was very real. This did not feel like a dream. This was like it was like I was in a real place. So, also need to make a note that I have not had a dream that I have remembered this vividly in years, like years, many years, decades even. Anyway, I see her, and she tells me, she goes, "Oh, help me fix the bed. I'm gonna go back to sleep." And I said, "Mom, are you okay?" And she turns to me and she goes, "Of course I am, sweetie." And oh, I said, for a second there, I was thinking, I immediately thought back to what I'd asked God. I'm like, oh my God, is it Wednesday? did God just give me this miracle? And I said, what day is it? And she says, it's Sunday. And I was like, but you died on Thursday. And she says, you didn't let me finish. This isn't real. And I just started crying right there. And I just told her, oh my God, Mom, I am so very, very sorry. And she says, it's okay. She says, it's okay, honey. It'll be okay. And then she told me to go do something for my sister. I didn't want to do it. It's like I was in a rail shooter game, where you move automatically. It's like my whole perception, everything was just moved for me. So I went over and I did. I didn't even remember what it was she told me. I was like doing something with towels, if I recall. But I wanted to finish up real quick and get back to her. And so it's like I couldn't not do what she told me. So I finished up as fast as I could, and I was about to head back into the bedroom to talk to her some more, to tell her, everything I wanted to tell her, maybe even hug her. I couldn't at the time because she was on the other side of my parents' bed from me. But before I could go talk to her again, I woke up and I was out of the dream, and I tried to make myself go back to sleep. I tried to force myself to sleep, but every time I started to doze off, I started to sink into sleep. I suddenly woke up and I was sweating, like literally sweating buckets, and I was hot as hell. And to keep that in perspective, I have an air conditioner in my room that is set to 70 degrees, and I was sweating. I suddenly would start sweating with heat. So I was never able to go back to sleep. But I remembered, oddly enough, I remember the dream. I still remember it. Like it's so there. And I am at least 90% sure that God did give me a miracle. Just not the one I asked him for. That he let my mom visit me one last time, say it was good, tell me goodbye. And she told me that it was going to be all right. She told me it was going to be all right. And she said she was fine. And when I woke up, like fully woke up and got ready for church, I thought about her again. And it hurts still. It still hurts even now as I'm talking about this. It still hurts. I'm losing it. But it doesn't hurt as much. I can actually feel something other than pain and misery and despair. Because that's all I have felt at all for the past several days. And I think that God took pity on this wretched creature once again. And he let my mom visit me to tell me it was going to be okay. So I now have a tiny candle flame of hope in my life. But I can actually feel something again. I can actually see something and actually feel a bit of happiness again, which is something I have not felt in these many days, not even a crumb of true happiness. It was like God had gone out of my life because from God all good things come, including happiness. And that is what hell must be like, to literally have no feelings in your heart other than pain and despair, hatred, anger, no happiness, no good things were in my heart for several days. And I'm wondering if that's what hell is, because there was nothing good there. Anyway, this was just an amazing thing I experienced. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I'm going to I'm going to move forward. I'm going to keep going for her because I know she would want me to keep going. My mom was the one who comforted me when my channel got demonetized. If it wasn't for her, these channels wouldn't exist at all. There would be no Wrath 2501 if it wasn't for my mom. So for those of you who say that I saved you, no, I didn't save you. She did. She helped me keep going when I thought all hope was lost. And once again, when I thought all hope was lost, she's helped me one last time. So, I'm not going to give up. For her, I won't give up. I'll get back up, guys. I mean, her funeral's coming up. We did all the arrangements for her. I'm trying to be there for my dad. I know he's falling apart. My mom was his whole world. And it's hurting him so much. He said this is even worse than when his mom died. And I get it. It hurts so much. But like he even told me, like, she wouldn't want you to give up. You know her. I know her. She wouldn't have wanted you to give up. Not for her. So I won't give up for her. I'll keep going for her. So, and I thank all of you guys out there for all of your well wishes and everything you said to support. I upload little videos once in a while to show you guys how much I loved my mom and what a good person she was. She was the best. And I want everyone to know it. I want all you guys to know it. I wanted everyone to know it. So I need to update something, otherwise YouTube will kill my channel before I get a chance to. But I figured if I have to upload something, if YouTube asshole algorithm is going to demand it, then I might as well use it to show everybody how much I love my mother and what an amazing woman she was. I'm not monetizing these videos. I will not allow a dime to be made off of this. I'm not doing this for money and likes and shit. I'm doing it because I want everyone to know what she was to me and what she technically was to a lot of you. Anyway, thanks everyone for listening. I'll get back up. For her, I'll get back up. Thanks everyone.